Yourself is the beginning of all wisdom.
If you want to change your life, first you have to change yourself. If you change yourself, first you have to change your perceptions. I'm a Salman having useful topic about personality development. Let's explain now.
Personality. The pattern of thinking, feeling, and behavior that make a person unique. When we say that if someone has good personality, it means that they are likable, interesting, and pleasant to be with.
Alright.
Now, I will discuss some of the important tips of personality development.
Okay, so now we are going to discuss about some of the important tips or hacks which will be helpful for us, and you can share your own feedback as well. So, Mr. Dan, first of all, that you are going to discuss about the personality, okay, and along with development. So, let me share about what's the difference between the personality and how we can develop your personality.
Personality. When I say first, personality is the typical pattern of thinking, feeling, and behavior.
Well done.
How we develop this?
Mm.
Some important tips of the development of the personality. The first is being yourself.
Yes.
That is the key.
Mm.
Being yourself about who are you and what are you doing is the most important tip of personality development.
It means that you are going to talk about now your worth and potentials. Who are you and what you want to do be? Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
One of the sentences I see, an original worth is more than coffee.
Yes.
The
Definitely.
second thing is body language. Body language is the most important. When I see maybe 5 or 6 interviews, he include in criteria 70% body language required, 20% your talking and your voice, and my thing 10% is
Is the more your the physical
yes,
appearance,
and the
your dress
10%,
and these things.
yes,
Yes.
the body
And
language
might
is
be the personality is a more the important factor as well if you are conversation and the first thing that you are going to interview, right, as you are going to talk about your the body language is too much important. So body language, as you are going to talk about, as we are making the as we are going to be session recordings, right? So our body language that we are using our body eye contact, how we can contact with the help of the audience as visual audience that we are the some of the listening or some of the body language, how we are the way of conversation and how we are convey the message to the other person and how we are using the body language. As for example, if I'm not using the body language, if I'm seem like this, so definitely it's affect our impression and nobody can easily hire from somebody.
and
So
it tell us a lot of about yourself. Everything is including the way of walk, the way of sitting and eat, and it leave infect around around you, people who are around you
mhm. It means you are going to be talk about the manners or some of the ethics that we
of the
are learning
lives.
from of the families, right?
Yes, sir.
As the personality development before the starting our this thing of how we can work, how we are eating. So the first I want to remove ambiguity or the confusion about this. The personality development, it doesn't mean that you have to wear the good dress or having the quality shoes
Yes.
having, but the things that you have to be neat and clean, but the way of conversation, it denoted this from where you background. As for example, if I'm giving the abuse to you, so definitely I'm showing your background from where I
Yes.
get the parenting is, right?
Yes, sir.
So these are the pattern that it impress our the personality. So personality development, it doesn't mean that you have to wear the nice dress, the good dress, but definitely that you have to wear the nice dress, but keep neat and clean. But your personality will be developed if you have the nice manners, the nice way of talking, the nice way of delivering your message, it will be better for you, the best personality for it.
Yes.
Yes,
And the third one is be a little fun.
definitely. And you are going to be about the broadly smile. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes.
Because most of people like a person who can love other.
Mm.
And that's the point. Because when a person be able to a little fun, they trouble in trouble situation, they make find a jokes to fresh
Definitely.
the
To fresh it, and they are
his
feeling.
fellow and
Yes, or they are forget your all the sorrows or all sad
yes,
moment. So for that, the one of the important factors that we are going to discuss about the little fun. It's mean, as you know, observes those people who has the broadly minded, the broadly face is right, and they are smiling at every moment is
yes,
right. But if we sit, so we can see here why you are laughing at every moment. As I want to share the one of the, my story about in the last 2 week in university. Someone asked from you about why, Salman, that you are laughing at every moment. The first I told you that the laughing is a sunnah. It is a kind of charity that you have to smile from somebody. Another thing, but if you see, for example, if someone's smiling, the one of the most known prayer that we can say, Azhakallahu sinnak, it means this Allah is creating mafhum like this. So Allah will give you the happiness or joy at every moment in entire life is right. So we have to use your brightly smile at every moment. It doesn't mean, as for example, as you know, the broadly as the harsh condition is still going on. As for example, if Mr. Adnan is feeling sad and I came here, Mr. Adnan, what happened and why you are feeling embarrassed or
yes,
feeling shy? So and I say the some of the story that you will feel comfortable. So what will happen? He feel happy and joy, and definitely he will give us some of the prayer for us. So definitely the one of the important factors, this is the big smile make
yes.
impress from somebody. So you have to keep smile
Because
always. The
because
reason is
smile
very
is the shortest distance between two
people.
people.
Why? Because for example, if the Mr. Dan is speaking well and I'm also not speaking well, so what will happen? If for example, if my temperament is like a board, or Mr. Dan is a temperament like a very broadly faces, and every moment he's a player moment and he's happy. So if we are going toward the gossiping, is right? If we are the gossiping while the just conversation, kidding with one and each another, so definitely the smile is the distance between the shortest distance between
Between
the
two.
two personality.
Yes.
Yes, next more.
Next one is be a good listener.
Well,
Because that is the most important. When we talking, must I want to reply just quickly. A good listener make list will if the questioner ask question from the person and ask list the full question and then answer. And this someone who not understand the question and quickly give the answer.
yes. Okay, well, as you have talked me about the be a good listener.
Yes.
The some of the quotation that I remember the Ishfaq Ahmed Sahab, initially I recommend this quotation in Urdu कि जो हम बातचीत सुनते हैं, हम फॉर एग्जांपल अगर हमसे कोई बात वगैरह करते हैं, हम सिर्फ सुनने के लिए उसको जवाब देने के लिए सुनते हैं, लेकिन समझने के लिए हम नहीं समझते ताकि उसको समझें और पेश करें. Like this, the six rules of life, that is listen before speaking, the nice manner, the things that if we, for example, the listener become good speaker, how we have to listen more and speak less. This is the unique secret of the innocent people. So this thing we have to listen more and speak little bit. For example, if you are speaking little bit, so definitely we will use and we will pronounce the right way and we use the right word for the right moment. So for that, in personality development, for example, if someone has the good listeners, right? So definitely he know our situation. As for example, if someone came here and he explained some of the reason, so definitely if I want to solve his problem or her problem,
Yes,
so
sir.
definitely before to solve and the problem, I have to listen clearly
Carefully,
and
yes.
correctness, and then I will suggest from somebody from some solution of that. So the main point that you have discussed about, be
Be
a good listener.
listener. And next one is meet new people, especially those people who don't like you. Meet new people and gain some more new knowledge. His how he is sitting and walking, eating. Check all his body language and gain some knowledge.
Actually, and Mr. Dan today they have brought such of the topic. There's a very interesting about uh, meet with new people. The question rising here: why we have to require to meet new people? Remember, personality it has three types according to mine. The one, as we know, about introvert personality, and
Yes.
another one we extrovert personality,
Yes.
and the third one that we have is ambient personality.
And your personality.
Remember this thing. And now I'm going to explain the introvert personality mean those person who want to sit alone, who want to communicate to herself, like if they are not taking help from somebody, they want to in a freedom life from anybody. They are living survival alone mostly. Introvert personality are should be the optimum, and they are mostly survival alone at every moment. But the extrovert personality, and inshallah, if I'm explain these again, so you can highlight me how am I and what's the personality type of the Mr. Adnan. So extrovert personality, they are communicating with a new person, they are getting
Yes.
to go for the outside, but mostly, for example, if have no somebody has work, so they are feeling alone. But if he has some work, so they are getting from somebody, they are gathering from somebody, they are communicating with somebody. And another one, there is ambient personality, the both composition of the both personality. And sometimes the extrovert personality, they are feeling at every moment. Remember, the extrovert personality type, those body who has getting, he is feeling bored if he sit alone. But the ambient personality, what we call the composition of the introvert or extrovert personality, they are both characteristics and both properties they are found in that personality. So remember this thing. We have to become ourselves like the ambient personality. As he told us about the meet new people,
Yes.
the meet new people, the reason behind is why we are going to meet with new people. As for example, if we meet new people, so definitely we will
Yes.
observe, we will learn, our Allah will improve our observation learning,
Yes, sir.
what we call the oil learning,
Or
and
environmental.
analytical learning.
Yes.
We can get and we can learn how we can communicate with each other, how we can gathering, how we can conversation while the public speaking. And another thing he discussed about the knowledge. So definitely, as for example, if we are conversation one another, so definitely you are also learning from us, and we are also learning from one and another. This is a cycle from Allah Subhanahu wa Taala that has given that we have to learn from one and another, right? So
Yes.
definitely we have to learn with new people, and we have to meet with new people, and we have to learn from another body. And definitely we will observe the cultures, we have to observe the tradition on it. So these things that we have to learn from the meet with new people. And the best thing that we are getting, that is confidence. Confidence, self-confidence to believe yourself and know your worth. The next one.
Yes. The next one is be a good conservative or conservator. Because for best conservation, you require communication skill. Because communication is very important for conservation. When we're talking to someone, how to impress the person from his on his talking. That's the next point of the personality development.
Be conservative. Why is it important? As you know, Mr. The conservative movement that communication skills, they're the most important factors. Negotiate yourself, how we are conversation with one and another,
Yes.
how we can communicate one and another. As for example, if you speak something, the six rules, the one of the rules that is I'm going to be highlight, that is speak before listen, write before read,
Yes.
right? So the speak before listening mean that, for example, if you want to speak somebody, first you have to think what are the questions, what are the answering, and what are the solution of that problem, and how we can solve this problem. So you are the right way, you are the right words. It makes an impression from somebody. Another quotation that I'm going to discuss to about you: first impression is your last impression. But this thing happen as your conversation should be kiss rule. Kiss mean that's keeping short and simple at every moment. You have to speak less,
Yes.
listen more. Yes, Adnan.
I ask a question from you and then we close the video. The question is, what is the mean have an opinion?
Pardon you, sir?
Have an opinion. In Urdu we say mashwara. I think if I am not wrong. And the next one is read more and new and some interest.
Yes, next.
The next one is
Yes, you can ask question. It's a moment that we can learn. Yes.
the next question, know yourself.
Hmm. And as you are the now your worth as well. Okay, as you are going to discuss about the first question, this what's the role of opinion in our life and how we
Yes.
can give to somebody.
Yes, sir.
Definitely, opinion uh, is the right way. You have to give suggestion from somebody, but opinion you have to know before it which term is better for the opinion according to another temperament, and what are the words that how I give the opinion to that body is
Yes,
right.
sir.
So the opinion should be the optimum, but the right way, the right
Right time.
movement, and the right time, but the right choose of good words. It's really vital roles in opinion.
In
Definitely,
career
if you give
choice,
definitely, for example, if you are giving to somebody opinion about that you have do this, you can do this, you can write this. So definitely, what will happen? He will become happy, and what will happen? We will get reward from Allah Subhanahu wa Taala.
yes.
Yes. What was it? The second question?
This I think is the last point of personality development is read more.
Read more. Read more. If you read more, so definitely you will get a lot of knowledge.
Yes.
So how it mean the personality development is a vital load of the body language. Meet with new people, be confident. But if you have confidence, if you know the knowledge before it, right? As for example, if you have knowledge, a burden of knowledge, but you have to know how you can communicate with somebody. So definitely it will not give a benefit from us.
Yes.
But if you know less knowledge, but you have to know, and if you understand the right way or the right time of the way of conversation, the way of communication, so definitely you will learn from that your habit. So definitely you can read more, but the questions that arise and this compelled to me this, what are the books that I want to share this recommended for? The best
Yes.
thing this is you have to make your habitual towards books. What kind of books is right? As for example, if you have the fact book, the story books, right? If you have political books, general knowledge books, you
Yes.
can read anything, understand anything, don't memorize anything, but you have to read more. While if you are learning from with the help of the video,
Yes,
visual,
sir.
verbally, non-verbally, so definitely it will better for you if you learn more. The next one.